Hello, welcome to another video. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining what shifting feels like and how I shift. So I'm going to start with how I shift because, yeah, I'm excited. Keep in mind that this is what works for me, and it took me like a lot of practice and a lot of like trying out new things, because I always suggest that to new shifters or just like anyone in general. Like, if you don't know what works for you, just try out random methods like off of YouTube, like guided meditations, or just try it. Like, for some people, they can't visualize very well, so then they'll use counting as a method or affirmations. Like, just really test out a bunch of shit and just practice shifting for fun, because why not? So this is what I do. There were 3 days in a row that I had shifting experiences. It was lit. I've never fully shifted before, but I have like mini shifted. I count it as a full shift, but it wasn't like... Anyways, what I was doing is I would get up early at like 5:30 in the morning. I know, kind of crazy. And then I'd hang out with my mom and work on my YouTube and TikTok and stuff. I'd do that for an hour. And then I'd go downstairs and take a nap. But not just any nap. And I want to say that I went downstairs and laid down on the pull-out couch and not my bed, because my bed, I associate it with sleeping, basically, like that's it. So if I were to try and lay down and close my eyes and try my bed, I'd probably fall asleep on my bed. But since it's downstairs and it's kind of unfamiliar and you don't really sleep on it, or I don't really sleep on it, it works better for me. And I'm tired because getting up at 5:30, like, hello. I'm a little tired, I'm a little drowsy. Okay? Which is perfect. You want that state, okay? A little aggressive there. I lay down, get in a comfortable position, and I put on this audiobook that I really like. That kind of reminds me of reality shifting. It's by Neville Goddard. And I'll put it in the link below. I just listen to it. And why I listen to something is because so that I don't completely fall asleep. Because what my personal research, this is why I'm telling you to do research, how I get into the state akin to sleep or the void. One way to do it is by like trying to fall asleep, but then there's something like that turns on one of your senses, like listening to something. I've listened to music before and I almost had a lucid dream, and I had a shifting experience a bunch of times when I listened to audiobooks. Like, it's just something that kind of like wakes you up, but not your body. It's really cool. So then I listened to the audiobook while laying down, and there's this part in the audiobook where it kind of tells me what to do, kind of like a guided meditation kind of thing. So it's like, visualize a scenario that would happen after your manifestation is done. I visualize myself waking up in my DR from my point of view. It's very important that it's from your point of view. And I feel how it would feel. And then I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, in my DR bedroom, wearing my DR clothes, and I'm like partying because I shifted. That's what I would do, at least. I would dance. You do that until it becomes real. I'm listening to this audiobook, and I am about to fall asleep. But the cool thing that happens is that my body falls asleep, but I am still awake, which is called the SATS, or the state akin to sleep, which is exactly that. It's when your body's asleep and you're awake. Your consciousness, soul, whatever you believe in, is awake and aware. And this feeling is really fucking trippy. It's kind of crazy. And I don't know if this is just a me thing. Every time that my body falls asleep, I kind of open my mouth. And then when I breathe, it's so hard to explain. When I breathe from my mouth, when I'm like that, it makes me aware and puts me in the state akin to sleep. It happens every single time and it works. So like, if you're a mouth breather, then once you get into the state akin to sleep, it kind of will transition into the void. How I do that is I kind of just say affirmations like, oh, I'm in the void, or oh, I'm shifting, and always present tense affirmations. And I kind of just flow. I stay calm and I'm just like chilling. Because when you're in the state akin to sleep, you're just chilling, you know? So then once I enter the void, that's when I visualize my DR. And I visualize it through my perspective. I visualize either the scenario of me waking up at my DR or a different scenario of me in my DR, which is like more physically and emotionally intense. So like using your 5 senses is really cool. And the thing about the void is that if you think of something or you affirm something, you say affirmations, like I am shifting, I am in my DR, I am doing this in my DR, it will take you there. Once you're in the void, your intention is literally the most powerful thing there. And it will take you there instantly. And this is where you might get shifting symptoms, which can be really scary and overwhelming if it's like your first time doing that or getting them. It was for me. Like, I think after the 4th time I got them, that's when I finally stopped pussying out. Because the first time I was like, no, I'm not doing this. Because it literally feels like you are either falling or fucking flying across in space and vibrations are hitting you and it's really overwhelming and it can be really scary. So, just a warning. But other than that, shifting is so cool. So then, you do that, you know, and you're just visualizing this scenario until it becomes real. The freaky thing about it is that it will become real and that you will start to hear your DR and touch and even see, but it's kind of hard for me anyways. It's hard for me to see it. Like, I don't know if I actually have ever opened my eyes at my DR. I don't know, but I've heard things, I've touched it, tasted and smelt. It's crazy. I just realized I've already been talking for 9 minutes. Oh my god. Okay, anyways, so then it will get realer and realer, and then you'll finally be there in your DR, and you'll hear it, and you'll touch it, be able to touch it, and you'll be able to smell it, and it's fucking crazy. It's crazy. And then after that, I haven't really gotten to the grounding part. I mean, I guess I have, but how you can ground yourself in your DR is by still focusing on your 5 senses, and like, I don't know, like, maybe even breathing. I feel like breathing could work, but I'll have to get back to you on that. I think focusing on your 5 senses and like looking around you, like touching everything and like smelling, like, I'm here, okay, I'm here. And try not to think about your original reality. It's big no-no. This is just a few things that I have recently experienced with my shifting experience or mini shift. There's like dust everywhere. Oh my god. So, I'm really proud of myself. So recently I had 3 shifting experiences, one after the other. Like, one day it was crazy. It was so fucking crazy. And then one of the days I actually, like, I'd call that a fucking shift. I'd call that a shift because it was crazy. Okay. And I'm gonna be a bitch and not tell you everything about it because it's personal, and if I tell you everything, then it would be less special, and I don't want that to happen. But what I will tell you is that once you are in your DR, okay, it feels so unfamiliar. It was so weird. It was like a whole different vibe, and it was so unfamiliar. Like, I was like, ugh. Like, right now I'm in my room, and like, I have my mom's in the house. Like, it feels very familiar, and like, I feel comfortable here. Like, this is home. But then when I was there, I was like, oh my god, where am I? I don't know where I am. I mean, I didn't know where I was, but like, it was weird. It was crazy. Another thing is, and I heard someone, I forget her name, she's a French shifter on TikTok, but she mentioned it once. I think it might be Claudette, her name. But she mentioned how your original reality feels so far away. And it's so true. It's so true. It's fucking trippy as fuck. It's so weird. Fuck. It feels like how your DR feels right now in your original reality. Like, when I was there, my mom and my room and, like, this whole original reality thing was gone. Bitch, I don't know who, like, it was not near me at all. And it was kind of scary. It was kind of scary because it's like, I feel like it's like traveling on your own in, like, a different country you've never been before. Like, that's fucking weird. It's scary. It's unfamiliar. It's weird. And that's how it felt. And I was like, I was really excited and happy, but I was like, damn, this is something I'm gonna have to get used to. Like, fuck. But I'm sure once you stay there for longer, which I didn't, it was kind of quick. I think I stayed there for, like, probably 10 seconds or something. I don't really know. It was really weird. It's a little weird. And another thing that happened was I smelt it. And I've never, like, smelt, like, I've heard, I've touched, but I've never smelt it before. And it smelled like old lady, which makes sense because it's kind of like in the 1800s. But anyways, it was really fucking weird. And I think I posted on my story once on TikTok that I was like, oh my god, I'd be so excited to wear big poofy dresses and go to balls. Anyways, that's what my DR is about. But it smelled like old lady. Like, I was in the 1800s. France. Like, what? And my comfort character was right there. Right there. And I, like, sensed it. I sensed him, and I was like, oh my god. I'm actually here right now. It was fucking great. I'm getting excited. It was lit as fuck, though. It was so cool. But yeah, that was the biggest thing, is that it felt so unfamiliar, but, like, I was genuinely actually there. I've had shifting experiences before, but that one was, like, the most, like, vivid. I don't know if it was the most vivid. Maybe. A vivid experience that I've had. And it was, like, an actual, like, shift. Like, bitch, I was there. I shifted there. Crazy. Yeah, the main thing that I brought back from that experience was that it felt really unfamiliar, and how my original reality was really far away. And I think that's kind of why I shifted back, because I was like, this is scary. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited to write this down in my shifting journal. So I thought of my original reality. So I think that's why I kind of came back. But it was fine. I'm cool with just, I'm glad it was just like a little mini shift, because I don't know. It got me excited, and now I feel like I'm more ready to actually fully shift. So yeah. Alright. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that I helped you in some way. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below, because I'd love to hear them. And if you're comfortable with sharing your experiences with shifting, even if it's like a lucid dream or out-of-body experience, I don't care. I'm into it, and I will read it, and I will reply, and yeah, we can have a whole discussion down there. And if you're interested, and if you want some shifting mutuals, I have a shifting group chat on Discord. My username is down below in the description. And I also have a TikTok that I post a lot about. And I'm kind of more on TikTok, honestly. Like, I post on my story and stuff, so, like, you can follow me on there if you want. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is so cool how I get to film. My mom's kind of mad at me because she's trying to sleep, but, like, whatever. I really felt like recording this right now, so her sleep schedule can fucking wait. I'm just kidding. Okay, happy shifting. I hope this motivated you to shift. I am kind of in the shifting mood right now, so yeah. If you have any other tips, or if I have any other tips, we'll put them down below in the comments. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Stay positive with shifting. If you have a failed attempt, you can revise it, manifest shifting, bitch. Like, manifest it. Okay? Okay.